Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. If this is the type of content you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So today is going to be a full review of Fenty's newest concealer. This is the Fenty We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer, and I did pick it up in the shade 390C. When I first saw that this was launching, I was super excited for it. I feel like the year has started off with quite a few concealer launches, but this is Fenty, you guys. Love the brand so much, so I think we all were excited to see what this one's giving. It's different than her original Pro Filter concealer in that this is a medium coverage hydrating concealer versus the other one, which is sort of like that full coverage sort of matte concealer. So if you want to see how this looks on and my thoughts on it and how it looks a few hours later from a wear test, then keep on watching. Okay, Socialite, so I'm going to start off by priming the skin using my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Primer. For foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. A little bit of this goes a long way. I'm blending out with my Hourglass brush. So now for the star of the show, the Fenty Beauty We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. So I was careful not to apply the foundation under eye. I'm going to leave it for the concealer. It does have a plastic packaging similar to their original Pro Filter concealer. It does have a bent doe foot applicator. I got the shade 390 Cool. I wanted to get a neutral shade. Neutral works best for me, and I thought 400N might be perfect, but they didn't have it at any of the stores here in Houston, so I did order it. I felt like 390 is a tad light, but we're gonna go with this shade. Oh wait, it's not that light. Okay, see, I swatched it on my hand. That's why it's just not quite the same swatched on your hand as your face. But I mean, this is bright, but it's not crazy bright. I actually like the shade, but I do have 400N on the way, so we'll compare it in the future. It's super pillowy soft on the skin, unlike anything I've felt before. So if you've used this already, comment down below and let me know what you think about the way it feels. It's almost like air or something is touching your face. Very unique. And this is supposed to be a medium coverage. Love the fact that it comes in 50 shades. Fenty always kills it when it comes to the shade range, so you will definitely be able to find a shade that works for you. It blends into the skin like butter, like it's an extension of your skin. Even more seamless than the Haus Labs, honestly, the way it blends out. And I love the Haus Labs, but it just almost melts into your skin. Can y'all see that? This formula is incredible, you guys. We need to see if we can build it up for the full coverage girlies, because this is definitely a medium coverage product for sure. I can still see some of my skin through the product, which I'm not mad at. You guys know I don't mind a light to medium or medium to full coverage concealer. It just depends on what look I'm going for. I actually like the shade, y'all. I don't even know if I need that 400N. Let's see how buildable it is and go in with one more layer. The combination of the formula of this product and this brush makes it such an enjoyable product to work with. So this is buildable to nearly full coverage. Now the claims of this is to be ultra hydrating, long wearing, and crease proof. I love a natural finish in a product. Like, there's nothing better. Very hydrated looking skin finish. So I'm gonna take my one size powder and set under eye just a little, not too much. This one's in the shade Ultra Pink. Tell me what you're thinking in the comments. We're gonna bronze the skin a little bit. So I'm gonna try the concealer under the brow bone. I'm gonna take my YSL eyeshadow clutch and use that brown shade and sweep all over the lid. My Fenty Hella Thick mascara. Taking a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder just to brighten a little bit. So for the lip, Rihanna has relaunched one of her gloss bombs. This is in the color Fuchsia Flex. So let's see what this looks like. I'm actually a fan of the gloss bombs. Y'all, they're pretty good. And look at that. Is that not beautiful? My goodness. Wow. LYS Natural Finish Spray. So there is very minimal creasing. I'm gonna wear it a few hours and then come back and let you guys see how it looks, because sometimes with the creasing, it doesn't start to show until a couple hours later. The claims are that it's crease proof, but I do like the way it looks pretty smooth, and it is medium-ish coverage. You can get a little bit more than medium, but I don't think this goes all the way to full. I'll be back in a couple hours to let you guys see how it stood up. Hey Socialite, so I'm back. It's about 3.5 hours later, and this is what I have. There's no more creasing under eye than what I had before I left. So let me show y'all real quick. So on our little break, I did go to Sephora to pick something up, and I noticed when I got there, the shade that I ordered for 400 in, they had it in stock. So I did swatch it on my hand to show you guys, and look, I don't even know if I should have ordered it. It's here. It blends in so good. It's almost like my skin tone. I'm glad that I did pick up 390 to show you guys, because 400 would have just blended in with my skin. Another thing to note is, just like I told you, I had the swatch on my hand. Now the swatch has been here about an hour and a half. I was waiting a little time out before I checked back in with you guys, and right before I started filming, I tapped on the edges to see how blendable it would be, and I noticed that the product didn't quite dry down. So something to note is you have to set it with the powder, because it never dries all the way down. This is a concealer that blends like an absolute dream. It's almost airy, pillowy, soft, almost sinks into the skin. It blends so seamlessly. I would recommend this concealer for someone who's a beginner in makeup, especially because the blending would be so simplistic for you. And I know that's an issue that some people who are new to makeup have. Blending that line where you go between your foundation and your concealer, that line of demarcation, you probably won't even get that with this product. The claims is that the concealer is great for dark circles and puffiness. I can't really speak to the puffiness part because I didn't start off with puffiness, and it dawned on me that I'm not quite sure that this is a product for someone who has dark circles and you need that coverage. This is a medium coverage concealer. You can get a little bit more than medium with 2 layers, but you won't get quite full. With that being said, if you use a color corrector and you have dark circles, it may be tough to cover that orange because it's a medium coverage. This is not a concealer that's going to be for my full coverage girlies. If you're somebody that likes that full coverage look under eye, and if you're that person, you know what I'm talking about, where it's just your whole face, including here, is like that full coverage glam, this definitely won't be for you either. I would more so recommend this concealer for somebody who either wants to highlight and you don't have dark circles, or even if you want to conceal pigmentation that's not too dark, just to even out your skin tone basically. Overall, I think it left me with a smooth, flawless look under eye that looks very natural, very skin-like and natural, which are my favorite type of products, but just keep in mind everything else that I said. I'll be using the concealer over the next few videos to kind of formulate my thoughts on where I place this concealer in my hierarchy of favorites. So comment down below, let us know in the comments, have you tried it out yet, and what are your thoughts? Also, would you be interested in purchasing it? Everything that I used today or mentioned will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. 'Cause I've been where you are.
Just got to show me love. Cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't